The Metropolitan Police says it will take no further action over claims that Andrew Mountbatten Windsor asked his bodyguard to investigate his accuser, Virginia Giuffre.
The Metropolitan Police just released a statement that's sending shockwaves through the palace. After months of investigation into Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, they've concluded there's no evidence of criminal wrongdoing. But here's the thing. The investigation itself reveals something far more disturbing about what the former prince was trying to hide. And if you want to stay updated on every twist in this unfolding drama, make sure you subscribe to Royal Family Daily, because this story is far from over. Back in October, the Mail on Sunday dropped a bombshell report that changed everything. According to their investigation, Andrew allegedly handed over Virginia Giuffre's social security number and date of birth to one of his royal protection officers back in 2011. The timing is what makes this so suspicious. This happened right before the infamous photograph of Andrew with his arm around Giuffre was about to go public. Reports claim he wanted his taxpayer-funded bodyguard to dig up dirt on his accuser to find anything that could discredit her before her story gained traction. Think about that for a second. A member of the royal family, protected by officers paid for by British citizens, allegedly using that protection detail to investigate the woman accusing him of serious crimes. When these allegations surfaced in October, the Metropolitan Police launched what they called a further assessment into the matter. On December 13th, Commander Ella Marriott issued their official findings. Her statement was brief but definitive. No additional evidence of criminal acts or misconduct was discovered. The MPS confirmed they haven't received any new information that would justify reopening the case, and they're taking no further action. But while the police may have closed the book on this particular investigation, the questions it raises are impossible to ignore. Why would someone innocent feel the need to investigate their accuser? What was Andrew so desperate to find? Or, perhaps more importantly, what was he trying to bury? If you're finding this investigation as shocking as we are, hit that like button and let us know in the comments what you think really happened. To understand why this matters so much, you need to know the full context of Andrew's scandal. Virginia Giuffre filed a lawsuit against him in 2021, claiming she was trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein and forced to have encounters with Andrew on 3 separate occasions when she was just 17 years old. The allegations were explicit and detailed, painting a picture of a royal family member involved in one of the most notorious trafficking rings in modern history. Andrew has consistently denied every single accusation, maintaining his innocence throughout. In March 2022, rather than face a public trial, he settled the case out of court for an undisclosed sum. No admission of guilt, no public apology, just a financial settlement that many saw as an attempt to make the problem disappear quietly. But the problem didn't disappear. In fact, it got significantly worse when a series of leaked emails emerged in October 2024. These weren't just any emails. They were communications that directly contradicted Andrew's previous claims about his relationship with Epstein. For years, Andrew insisted he had cut all ties with Epstein back in 2010, after the financier's first conviction. The leaked emails told a very different story. Messages dated February 2011 showed Andrew writing to Epstein with phrases like, "We're in this together," proving their friendship continued well after Andrew claimed it ended. And buried within these leaked communications were the allegations about the protection officer being asked to investigate Giuffre. This wasn't just one bad decision. The emails revealed a pattern of deception that had been carefully maintained for over a decade. The fallout from those leaked emails was swift and unprecedented. On October 30th, 2024, King Charles made a decision that hadn't been seen in the British royal family for over a century. He stripped his brother of every single title and honour he held. Andrew is no longer Prince Andrew. He's now simply Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, a private citizen. Gone is the Duke of York title, the Earl of Inverness, Baron Killyleagh, and his HRH status. But Charles didn't stop there. He also evicted Andrew from Royal Lodge, the sprawling Windsor estate that had been his home for years, forcing him to relocate to private accommodation on the Sandringham estate. This is the kind of punishment that royals reserve for the most serious transgressions. Charles essentially erased his brother from the institution, sending a clear message that Andrew's behaviour was unforgivable. Comment below what you think King Charles should do next. Has he done enough, or should there be further consequences? Virginia Giuffre's family responded to the police statement with profound disappointment. In a statement to the Daily Mail, they expressed their frustration, saying that while they had previously praised the UK's handling of Andrew's case, they now feel justice has not been served. Their disappointment carries even more weight given the tragic context. Virginia Giuffre died by self-harm in April 2025 at the age of 41, never seeing full accountability for what she alleged happened to her. Her posthumous memoir, published in October 2025, added even more pressure on Andrew and the royal family, with detailed accounts that kept the scandal in the headlines. Her family's fight for justice continues even after her passing, and this police decision feels like another door, closing on the possibility of criminal consequences for Andrew. The questions that remain are haunting. If Andrew had nothing to hide, why did he allegedly go to such lengths to investigate the woman accusing him? What information was he hoping his protection officer would uncover? Did he want to find a criminal record, financial troubles, anything that could be used to paint Giuffre as unreliable? And what about the protection officer himself? Did they actually comply with Andrew's request? Did they report it to their superiors? British taxpayers fund royal protection, and if that protection was misused for personal investigations, where's the accountability? The police may say there's no evidence of criminal wrongdoing, but the ethical violations are staggering. The Metropolitan Police have closed their investigation, but for Andrew, the damage is permanent and irreversible. He's been stripped of everything that defined his royal identity, living in relative isolation while the rest of the family moves forward without him. The settlement he paid, the titles he lost, the home he was forced to leave, none of it can undo what's been revealed about his judgment and his associations. One woman had the courage to speak up against one of the most powerful families in the world, and her allegations ultimately brought down a prince. But even with all the consequences Andrew has faced, the central question still lingers in the minds of millions. If there's truly nothing to hide, why did he feel the need to investigate his accuser in the first place? Subscribe to Royal Family Daily and turn on notifications because we'll be covering every development in this story as more information comes to light. This case may be closed for the police, but for the public, the questions are just beginning.